Hello guys, and welcome to episode 2 of my Total War Warhammer playthrough, playing as Norsca on very hard difficulty. So in the last episode I said I would go through the building chain and choose my next research, so we'll start by just choosing our next research, which I'll most likely put towards Blade Worker's Hammer, just because we're going to be using Marauder units for a rather long time, so we may as well make them very powerful. Extra weapon strength for Marauder infantry units is the way I'm going to go. As for the building chain, if we go into the building browser, we can have a look. So, this is pretty much the same, I think, for all of the settlements. There's only some slight changes, like unique buildings and so on. Not entirely sure what changes there. We're losing a chain of buildings. I think it's the Altar of the Bloodfathers, or actually no, it's because there's no port. That would be why. So yeah, we have our generic sort of military buildings. One's to get our standard marauders, one's to get some upgraded marauders, one's to get marauder champions and marauder champions with great weapons. That's what we saw the garrison leader at Doomkeep had. We can also bring in, of course, marauder horsemen and the marauder horsemen with throwing axes. We've got Marauder Chariots available, which is awesome. We'll make sure we have use of those. And Marauder Ice Wolf Chariots and Marauder Horsemasters. We can get some revenge on the AI with these Marauder Chariots for sure. We can also get Warhound Kennels, which unlocks the sort of beast sort of line of troops, which is Norscan Warhounds, Norscan Ice Wolves, Skin Wolf Werekins, Skin Wolves and Skin Wolves which are armoured, which is very, very cool. I really like the look of the Norscan Ice Wolves. I think they're going to be very, very cool. We can also get Norscan Trolls and Norscan Ice Trolls at the Ice Troll Lair, which leads on to Fimir Balefiend Shadows and Fimir Balefiend Fire, which are heroes, I believe, which you can embed. Then you've got Fimir Warriors, Feral Manticores and Frost Worms with the Fimir Warriors with great weapons. They have arm piercing, anti-large, and armor sundering, which is quite a lot of different statistics to have, that's for sure. They block themselves as well with armored. They have the armored trait, very cool. We can get a Chaos Totem that unlocks the Mammoths, the Feral Mammoth and the War Mammoth, and that leads on to the War Mammoth with the War Shrine on it, and the Norscan Giant, which looks very cool. Sort of a different model giant to normal. Then we have the sort of smithy and the Offering of Slaughter, which is all to do with just unlocking the different units over here, as well as giving other bonuses like local recruitment capacity, minus recruitment cost, casualty replenishment rate, and so on. Extra unit experience. Now this one's interesting. Dark Furnace, unit experience +2 for all unit recruits. I don't know if that's local unit recruits or global, so that might be nice to try out. We can also get, of course, your generic defensive buildings. It's a little bit different for the main settlement than it is the other settlements, but in these minor settlements, for example, you can still get a Feral Mammoth, which is very, very cool. In the main settlements, you can't, which is interesting, but you have walls, of course. As you move on, we've got the Plunder Halls, which give us growth and research rate, all the way up to -1% upkeep for all forces, and then Slaver's Camp, which just gives us lots of income. That goes from First Dash to Beast Tanner. And then on the far right, these are the Public Order buildings, which give us Chaos, Corruption, and Public Order in the same building, which is very nice, and also allows us to unlock Shaman Sorcerers. So we'll make sure we probably use one of them pretty early on. So what I'm going to do is replace this sparring fields with the building here, this one, the Ruinous Altar, and we'll gain access to some Shaman Sorcerers. We'll probably recruit one into Wulfrik's army, and we'll carry on from there. So he needs to replenish his troops, which he'll do pretty quickly, as you can see. He's also leveled up, so let's put a point into one of his skills. So here is his skill tree. He has pretty standard starting skills, although this one's kind of interesting, the Voice of the Dark Gods, which allows him to increase his aura size to 40%, which is likely what I'm going to do. But I'm going to first of all get Domineering Presence, which increases the character's aura of leadership effect by +5. Very, very nice. Other things in this tree that are interesting is that he can get a War Mammoth at level 18, which is very cool. He can get Eternal Challenger, Eye of the Gods, +7% weapon strength when attacking, which would increase his weapon strength quite significantly. This World Walker could be useful later on if we decide to attack the dwarves and so on, but I doubt we will in this playthrough. And then the top line here is all about your Marauders, Marauder Spearman units, Marauder Hunter units, Marauder Berserker units, and Marauder Champion units. Then at the bottom it's all about your sort of beasts, so Warhound units, Skin Wolves and Mammoths there, and then Marauder Cavalry. And then you get the two abilities here, Stand or Die and Fight or Die, which are the defensive and offensive abilities, which increase melee attack or melee defense, depending on which one you activate. At the bottom we have Route Marcher, which gives us extra campaign map movement range. There's not so many nice things that we can use to advance this, because there are some pretty nice skills towards the end, like Spawn of Chaos, which increases unit experience gain per turn by 150, which would be fantastic in the long run, especially if I go down the line of Champion of the Hound. We'll be getting 250 experience per turn, which is pretty damn awesome. And it's currently, I think, yeah, about 1000 XP per level, I think it is. So it's like 4 levels and or 4 turns, and you'll get another experience level on your unit, which is quite a lot. Anyway, that's all for now. We can probably recruit another unit since we did lose our Berserkers. I think we're going to get some more Marauders. Yeah, we'll get some more Marauders, just because they have that high melee attack. And we'll wait till the next turn to decide what to do. Let's move on. The recruiting shortage gives us extra recruitment cost for all forces. Fortunately, we don't have to recruit anything anytime soon. We can't actually get the Ruinous Altar here until level 2, which is concerning. Public order is only reducing by -2 currently though, because we have Wulfrik in the settlement. I'm very tempted, if this is the leader of this tribe, to attack them. Although they do have some Norscan ice trolls already, which is odd to say the least. We do have, of course, Skin Wolves, and we do need to wait until our men replenish, so that's something as well. Got plenty of cash though. Maybe we could raise like a second army just to ensure that we do win that battle. I reckon we could take them by surprise though and attack them. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I guess here what we're going to do is get the shielding so we can unlock some Marauder Horsemen, because being able to charge people in the arse is always nice. Norscan Warhounds would be cool as well. But I really want to get the Marauder Chariots sooner than later. So we're going to go down this way. We'll upgrade Doomkeep. As soon as it's upgraded, we'll get the bonus to the public order, and we'll carry on. May as well upgrade this as well while we're at it, because we have the extra cash. Okay, so that'll do. We'll wait another turn, see where this army goes, and decide what we want to do next. So the trouble with playing this on very hard is that there is always like max stacks about, so you've got to be pretty careful about what you do. Redhorn tribe was destroyed. It looks like Ulf Ernison Einarsson, sorry, took the settlement no problem. And they are going to have a garrison there, so attacking them now is kind of silly. Okay, let's wait another turn. We'll see if they move out. They have. Good. They're currently raiding in our lands. We're going to upgrade to a Ruinous Altar here and actually upgrade to unlock the Corral. Or Corral, sorry. Which will allow us to unlock Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes. Then when we upgrade another settlement we can unlock the Marauder Chariots as well, but we require a smithy to do that. So that will require some growth and population surplus 2, so we can upgrade the Ice Drake Fjord to level 3 most likely. Alright. So are we going for the attack onto Ulf Einarsson? It's very risky. If this goes wrong, I'm going to be in a very bad spot. But I could just save like all of my Marauder Hunters with Javelins, for example, and just like focus down the Ice Trolls early on. And we might be in a good place. Let's do it. If we defeat them, I think we'll just confederate them immediately, which would be very, very nice. Okay, awesome. It thinks we're going to win. They don't have that many Marauder Hunters with Javelins. We have a lot more than they do. So we can probably run down their missile forces quite easily. Just got to be very careful of these Norscan Ice Trolls. Okay, let's quick save it and jump straight in. Here we are. So, two massive Norscan armies going up against each other once again. I'm not too keen on this map. I think we're going to move up the right side, honestly, because that hill is horrible. Let's get our men sorted out then. I'm probably just going to sort out my line like so. Same as before, really. May as well just keep the line straight, because then we can just charge them all at the same time. And we'll just have all of the Marauder Hunters with Javelins stand behind for now, with these units probably on the top side flank so they can charge downhill, and Wulfrik standing at the front of the army. Okay, so that'll be my army there. We'll just lock them. We're going to move around here. Kind of want to get on top of this hill. So just going to make them walk, and then I'm going to speed it up. Hopefully we can get in a position where we're above them. And then charging downhill will be much more favourable than charging uphill. And that should give us a distinct advantage early on in combat. How far we got to go. The only thing I'm wondering about is whether or not they'll charge me before I get up the hill, which could be awkward. But so far so good. Since most of our units are pretty much the same, charging head-on is absolutely fine. The only thing that I'm going to look to do is just pepper these Norscan Ice Trolls with the Marauder Hunters with Javelins, but my god do these guys look really cool. Very, very cool. I mean, all of the units look really awesome. I haven't really given a proper display of them. These are the Marauder Ice Wolves Chariots, which are really, really cool. These are the Skin Wolves. And we have our simple Marauder units, which are basically all the same, just with different weapons. They look absolutely awesome, though. I really like the Spearmen, actually. They look like complete badasses with those really long spears. Like, they look like they're going to take down like so many damn giants. It's unbelievable. And of course, Wulfrik standing at the head of the army, always looking like a badass. Our men are nearly in position. Looks like they have given away the high ground here. We'll keep it sped up as we move down towards them. I'm going to have my men run for a little bit. They are still fresh, so that's fine. Gonna make sure these chaps catch up though. We don't want to get too close to initiate a charge just yet because my men aren't really in position to do so. So we'll adjust the line because it looks like they're adjusting it as well. That means the men on the right don't really have as far to run. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put all of these guys on skirmish mode. And we'll have them run forwards and target the ice trolls wherever they are. Okay, and then what we're going to have to do is start the walking charge going.
Wulfrik the Wanderer. Very well. My God, call! Chaos Marauders. Chaos Marauders. Yes, Lord.
Oh, we can probably get rid of those chaos or the marauders with great weapons, honestly. Okay, well that didn't really work out too well for the hunters. Let's just get Wulfrik in there. Just get rid of the Norsca ice trolls and then we can focus on the rest of the army. We want these guys to skirmish. We need these guys to get around the right side and we'll just crush into the marauders there. Okay. So the Norsca ice trolls are going to surrender thanks to Wulfrik probably. Let's grab the marauder javelins on this side. There seem to be quite a few of them. We'll take them off skirmish mode, we'll just move them back and have them fire into probably the opposing marauder hunters with javelins, honestly. Same here. May as well have these men stop with the skirmishing, turn around, hit their marauder hunters with javelins. Okay, some of them are just engaging straight up, which is fine. Let's charge into those marauders there. The skin wolves looks like they engaged already. Couldn't really help themselves apparently. It's fine. Right, and since we have Wulfrik in a reasonably decent position, he can do his boat down here, which is nice. Look at that, it's going to be juicy. Looks like we're suffering with a bit of lag in the middle again. I think it's just optimization issues with the Norsca DLC, honestly. Because I never used to have problems. Oh, look at that. That was just... That's ridiculously OP. That's like a normal Wind of Death. Like, for real. But my god, this lag. We'll just focus on one flank. It's fine. Oh wow, the skin wolves there running on through. We'll get the chariots to come out of here. And we'll focus on the marauder hunters with javelins. Once Wulfrik has his spell back up, he can do that again. He's right here, smack bang in the middle at the moment. What is he fighting? He's fighting normal marauders, I think. Yeah, let's push him over so he gets involved in that that melee over there where he just put his spell. As for our javelin throwers, well, we've got rid of the marauder hunters with javelins there. We need to target these ice trolls, so I'm going to do that. I think the only guys who are thinking of running at the moment are my hunters with javelins. Like in the center here, it looks like we're kind of breaking a little bit. On the right though, right flank should be ours pretty damn soon. Oh, I love the way these skin wolves just run through here. Very cool. Alright, let's have these marauders come down and help out against the units in the middle. So far so good. With a little bit of lag. God, it is... I mean, it's unbearable for me to play. I'm sorry if it's unwatchable. I would not be surprised if it is, because I'm hitting probably about 10 FPS by the feel of it. Which is really, really damn bad. Maybe charge back into those marauder spearmen. Maybe if we can break those, we can get our men to help us out elsewhere. Let's target these Marauder hunters with javelins. And we'll have another boatie go down here. We'll have these guys run out of the way. Fantastic, and we'll charge in.
Wulfrik the Wanderer.
Okay, good. Yeah, see, it's not even like a certain amount of people need to be on the screen. It's really, really dodgy. We've managed to make the Marauder Spearmen here die, which is good. We'll have those javelins come back in. God, this is like, I can't even control this. It's really annoying. Hopefully they'll fix this. It's probably to do with the new patch coming out, because I remember other people on other DLCs having the similar problem. It's the fate of having an NVIDIA GTX 1080, I'll tell you that much. Can't play your favourite games because they don't support it properly. My men should be engaging. I've got like men that aren't. I have no idea where they are. Let's focus on this flank. A few of my dudes are running away, but the majority of theirs are, honestly. Where did my skin wolves go? They have charged into the middle of that combat. Okay, cool. Let's just focus on the guys running away. We'll have the rest of my melee forces charge into this center combat. Victory is in our grasp. Good stuff. See if we can hurry this up. I'm going to try and charge down these Marauder hunters with javelins with my chariots. See if that helps us out. The FPS is fine, like most of the time. I'm still looking at basically as many units. Yeah, a lot of them have died, but still, it's just so damn odd. Come across with the chariots and slam into those guys. There's Wulfrik when we need him. Needs to take out Ulf Einarsson for us. And if we basically win this battle, I think we can confederate that tribe, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Let's get these guys to keep chasing down the enemy. Wulfrik's being attacked by some Marauder Spearmen here. Let's go help out there. Okay, they are running away. And they are breaking. Fantastic. So again, apologies about the lag. But what can you do? Pyrrhic victory. $969 losses for us. Quite a lot. But 1,314 for them, and it looks like we'll be able to confederate their tribe, which would be very nice indeed. Chariots again, basically taking no damage, 177 kills. So we can enslave captives to get some replenishment going, but I don't think we'll need to. I think we'll just sacrifice the captives for extra cash. We could also slaughter them so that we have extra leadership for 4 turns in this army, which or 5 turns actually, which would be nice. We're just going to sacrifice them. We defeated them in battle. So does that mean that we can confederate them now?
I've been looking forward to this.
It does.
To be ripped to shreds.
Great. Can we take a payment for that? Thank you very much. A payment for Confederation, yes we can. And the Hellspire tribe is now ours. Okay. Thanks for doing the job for me. The only trouble with doing this is we don't have any shrines. Be interesting if we could like delete settlements in order to create shrines in their place, but I don't think we can. And we can't have, well, we don't have any edicts, so we can't do that. In terms of Hellspire Mountains, we're going to have to sort out the public order here. I'm tempted to get rid of the Beast Tanner to do so, because I kind of want the Warhound Kennels. Maybe we just get rid of the Raiders Camp, honestly. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll keep the shielding here. Actually, we may as well get rid of that as well, because we're going to be building the majority of our troops in Icetooth Mountains anyway. That's given us this army. Do we need a second army? Probably not, honestly. It's also given us this army, which has Marauder Horsemen and Norscan Warhounds. That's a pretty cool army. I think I'm going to get rid of the troops in the other army, but maybe not in this turn, since I want to consolidate them. So next up, we'll probably take Björnling's Gathering, and then we'll move on to Varg, I think. Okay. We'll basically disband all these chaps. We'll keep the leader because he's the most experienced. Currently has Dominating Presence and Kron's Wrath. I don't know how he has a point in that when he hasn't even got a point in Drinker of Blood, but there we go. Where's his other point? I'm pretty sure he has 3. No, never mind. He's level 3. So he has 2 skill points. As for Wulfrik, well, we'll go for the extra campaign map movement range, and what we'll do is move back towards Doomkeep for now. 2 turns until the Ruinous Altar is completed. If I fast move into the Doomkeep, I get the extra replenishment, so we're going to do that. This guy can move backwards as well. Great. So we're only going to be losing 300 this turn. We'll gain access to Ragnar's units. I might trade some of them out with Wulfrik and then give the rest to Ulf, or maybe make it to the point where we're not losing money. I'm not sure. We'll see. We only need 1 army, like I said. But that was pretty awesome. A really nice fight there. It would be nice if it wasn't lagging. But as I have said, I can't really do much about it, unfortunately. I have been trying multiple graphics options since the last episode. It seems on the forums that it's a recent DLC thing, so apologies about that. Let's go to the next turn. So I think we're doing really well in this campaign so far. We've taken over Scaling and whoever they were very quickly. I forgot their name, I killed them so quick. So Ulf can come over here. And we can also get Wulfrik. We'll get Wulfrik to move over to Grayling Mute. And then we'll have Ragnar swap some troops with them. We'll put the Norscan Warhounds and the Marauder Horsemen up there and the Marauder Berserkers. And then we'll take back a couple of these Marauder Hunters with Javelins to replace the Marauder Horsemen. Maybe a unit of Spearmen as well. And we need 1 more slot. Actually, no we don't. Actually, yes we do, because I'm going to have a Sorcerer in this army as well. I think maybe 1 unit of Marauders. Great, so that's made Wulfrik's army a bit more versatile. Maintains the same unit count. Next turn we'll move into Icetooth Mountains before proceeding to attack Björnling's Gathering. Unless they're going to attack me at Serpent Jetty. That would be rather cruel. This is interesting. Obsidian Quarry. Might be worth just building that instead. I'm going to build the Ruinous Altar here though, at Hellspire Mountains. And is this a Serpent Jetty? No, it's not. So we'll build the Obsidian Quarry. May as well. Get that minus construction costs going. We'll save us some cash over the space of the entire campaign. Our technology is finished in 1 turn, which gives us the actual weapon strength, which will be very nice. With this army we can continue, so I'm going to do so. Actually no I won't, because I want him to get his full replenishment this turn. I'm going to move Ulf over here. And I'm not sure if we're able to meet each other there. No we're not, but basically I want to disband Ragnar because he's currently costing me quite a lot of upkeep himself. We don't need 3 leaders available. I think that's everything else done though. Unless we can upgrade Ice Drake Fjord. I think next turn we can. So we'll wait to do that. Let's move on to the next turn. So Vanaheimlings is the people who I'm going to be attacking next. Bladeworker's Hammer is complete. Negative growth at Ice Drake Fjord because of the disappeared event. So we're going to get the Clan Enclave. And here I think we're going to go for extra armor for Marauder infantry units. I think that's just generally better. And we're going to move through Doomkeep. And I want to be able to recruit a hero. So, Shaman Sorcerer. He's stupid, plus 10% charge, plus 10% Splendor. Or plus 10% aura size, sorry. Plus 10% chance of wounding aggressors, so that's fire, and this is death, honourable. Plus 10 leadership. This guy's metal, fire, and death. I think death is better. They have Spirit Leech, Soul Blight, Fate of Buna. Yeah, that's pretty nice. What about the metal one? Not really a fan of the lore of metal, honestly. And fire? Again, fire's not fantastic. I think death's good, and this guy's pretty decent, so we'll recruit him. We'll make this trade. So, grab him, go say hi, grab all these units. We'll probably keep going. I'm going to probably get rid of a couple of them, honestly. Might as well boot them. And we'll get rid of this chap. Okay, good. So we'll get Ivulda, the Fang in the Night, to come up and help Wulfrik in his attempt at attacking the Vanaheim Mountains. But unfortunately, guys, that has been my time, so I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the campaign. Sorry about all the lag. Can't really say it enough, honestly. It's not really good enough from a game that's been out for so long, but there we go. Hope to see you in the next episode. Goodbye.